Hey everyone, welcome to Reverse Homesteading. Today we're going to do our first ever potato harvest at this place. They're Gippsland Gold potatoes and they are determinate potatoes, so they won't have any potatoes up the stem. I'd be quite surprised if they do. That's why I haven't kept heaping up the sugarcane mulch around them and or soil, but yeah, I didn't have any more soil, so soil's probably a better thing. But yes, I've got my trowel, I've got my bucket. We're going to see what we can find. Some of the plants are still alive, but we've had so much rain and the other plants have died off around this area. So I'm a little concerned if I leave them in the soil too much longer, they might rot because of all of the wet weather. It hasn't really dried out in weeks. So let's have a look at what's under the soil. So we've taken the sugarcane mulch off the top, just starting to find potatoes. Don't mind this size, they're good to, well that's a bit small. Yeah, they're good to roast, or they've got a very thin skin, that's why they're called chat potatoes or new potatoes. And yeah, they're quite good steamed, and with a little bit of butter, depending upon what you like to put on potatoes, salt and pepper. They're really good with spring onions, chives. I don't have any chives in the garden at the moment because it's winter. But yeah, there's quite a lot that you can put on them that makes them really good. Bacon bits, if you're a bacon person. There's another good one. Well, there's a good little bit of work done. Bed's ready just to overwinter for a little bit. Still got our garlic here up this end. That won't be ready till spring. I'll know in the same way as the potatoes because the tops will die down, just like normal onion things. Got quite a bit of sugarcane mulch left over, so I can spread that around the garden wherever it's needed. Not too many tops that I've lost. I was going to let the green ones keep growing, but I thought, it's disturbing in soil again, so I'll just pull everything out. And this is our potato haul. Not bad. I think it's a 9 or a 12 litre bucket. Yeah, some decent sized ones. And some little new potatoes. So looking forward to those with butter and spring onions or something like that. A little note on getting your potatoes ready to keep in storage until you use them. I happen to have this lovely rack that my hubby made me, but if you don't have anything like this, maybe you can use some sort of a net or even a tarp spread on the ground. The best thing is to keep the soil on them. If you want, you can wash them off and store them that way, that's fine. But remember, these are very new potatoes and their skin isn't dried out as the ones you would find in the shops. So you need to at least make sure their skins are dry. So that's why I'm doing this over the top of my bathtub. I do have a Hessian sack, so I will put that over these once they've dried off just a little bit, if I'm not putting them away just yet, just to make sure they don't go green with the sunlight. But yes, as I said, faces south in here, and in the southern hemisphere that's where the sun is not, so we should be fine here in the bathroom. But in the meantime, we've got these little ones ready for dinner, or the next couple of nights of dinner, and we've only lost one more plus this about the same size. You can see that's beginning to rot. So yeah, harvested these just in time, so I'm pretty happy about that. I haven't seen any blemishes on them yet, so it's quite a hardy variety. I did find a couple of earwigs on the frost covers a couple of times, and I thought, oh no, they've got the potatoes. But I haven't seen any pest damage. Haven't seen any other, I mean, you might say it's hard to see here, but they don't seem to be rotting at all, and they're really nice and firm and fantastic, so pretty happy about that little harvest. Hope your garden is doing well and that you're having fun in your garden. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.